Urgent, Commanders plan move that will shake up the NFL. Yo, Commanders Nation, hold on to your seats cause this news is about to rock the whole NFL. Our squad's fixin' to make a move nobody saw coming. Ready to watch them haters eat their words? This video's for real fans only. If that's you, smash that subscribe button and drop a like before the first quarter's up. We're about to show him how we ball in the DMV. First up, let's talk about Dotson. Y'all remember when we thought he was going to be the breakout star of 2023? I was riding that hype train hard. Damn, what a letdown, right? 49 catches, 518 yards, and only 4 tutties. Come on, folks. Those ain't star numbers. That's backup receiver stats at best. But before y'all start writing off Dotson, let me tell you something. This kid's got mad potential. And I ain't the only one saying it. Bleacher Report's calling him the Commanders' most promising building block for 2024. Y'all agree with that? 'Cause I got my doubts. Yeah, Dotson's got speed and talent. We need to see results. No more excuses, no more potential talk. It's time for Dotson to show why he was a first-round pick. Now let's be real. Last year, our offense was a straight-up dumpster fire. We led the league in pass attempts. But what good is that if you can't turn them into yards and points? Pass protection was trash. Sam Howell was learning on the job, and the offensive scheme was more confusing than doing your taxes. So we can't put all the blame on Dotson. With Cliff Kingsbury coming in as offensive coordinator and Curtis Samuel bouncing, Dotson's got a golden opportunity to prove himself. Kingsbury's known for getting the best out of his receivers. So, Jahan, if you're watching this, listen up. This is your time to shine. No more excuses, no more unrealized potential. Time to ball out or step aside. And to all y'all who drafted him in your fantasy leagues last year and got burned, I'm telling you, give him another shot. Keep him on your bench till he shows he can produce consistently. Don't get fooled by the hype again. Now, let's talk about something that's got me stressed. Y'all seen the Commanders' odds to win the Super Bowl? They're so long I need a telescope to see them. We're talking plus 12,000 odds. That means if you bet $100 and the Commanders win the Super Bowl, you pocket $12,000. Sounds good, right? Let's keep it a buck. The odds are that high for a reason. Only 5 teams got worse odds than us. 5. Is this what we expected after all the changes? New owner, new coach, new QB, and we're still seen as one of the worst teams in the league? This got my blood boiling. Where's the respect? Let me tell y'all something, and listen up good. These experts giving us these odds don't know jack. You know who else had terrible odds at the start of the season? The Detroit Lions last year. And look where they ended up. I ain't saying we're going to make the conference finals this year, but I ain't going to sit here and let them treat us like we're the league's punching bag either. Josh Harris, our new owner, didn't invest all that money to have a mediocre team. Dan Quinn didn't leave Dallas to come here and lose. And Jaden Daniels, well, we'll talk about him in a moment. The point is, we have the pieces to surprise a lot of people this year. Speaking of surprises, what about Sam Cosmi? This guy has been a bright spot on an offensive line that, let's be honest, has been a disaster. CBS Sports has ranked him as one of the top 10 guards in the NFL. He only allowed 1 sack and 30 pressures on 736 pass-blocking plays last season. Those are elite numbers, folks. But here's my question. Is having a great guard enough when the rest of the line is questionable? Andrew Wiley is back as right tackle. Tyler Biadasz comes in to bolster the center. But the left side is still an unknown. And with a rookie quarterback like Jaden Daniels, we need that line to be impenetrable. Speaking of Daniels, what do you expect from him this season? Because let me tell you, the expectations are high. Very high. This kid has the talent to be special, but we know the jump from the NCAA to the NFL isn't easy. Can he adapt quickly? Or will we have another painful growth year like we did with Howell? Key here is going to be patience. Yes, we want to win now. Yes, we're tired of mediocre season. But building a winning team takes time. Look at it this way. Do you prefer Daniels to play now and possibly get burned, or to develop slowly and become our franchise quarterback for the next 10 years? Now let's go back to that offensive line for a moment. Because no matter how talented Daniels is, it doesn't matter if he's spending more time on the ground than on his feet. Last year, we allowed 65 sacks. 65. That's unacceptable. If we want any chance of success this year, that number needs to drop dramatically. And here's where the importance of special teams comes in. I know what you're thinking. Special teams? Really? But listen to this. Barry Izzo, our new special teams coach, has a clear message. He wants guys who run and hit. Sounds simple, right? But let me tell you, that team-first mentality that Izzo is preaching could be exactly what we need to turn our fortunes around. Izzo isn't just any coach. This guy won 3 Super Bowls as a player with the Patriots. He knows what it takes to win at the highest level. And when he says he's looking for guys who want to run and hit, he's not just talking about special teams. He's talking about a mentality, culture. Because let's be honest, when was the last time we saw the Commanders play with that intensity on every play? When was the last time we felt our team was the toughest, the hungriest on the field? Izzo is bringing that championship mentality to Washington, and if he can instill that work ethic and desire to win in every aspect of the team, from special teams to offense and defense, we could see a real shift in this team's culture. But here's the challenge. How many players on our current roster fit that description? Guys who want to run and hit. How many are willing to sacrifice their personal stats for the good of the team? Because let me tell you something. If we don't have enough of those players, you're going to see a lot of changes to the roster before the season starts. And speaking of changes, we can't ignore the elephant in the room. Our new quarterback, Jayden Daniels. This kid comes with a lot of hype, and for good reason. His season at LSU was spectacular. But the NFL is a completely different game. The question we're all asking is Daniels ready to be the leader of this offense from day one? Because let me tell you, we don't have the luxury of time. The fans are impatient, the management wants results, and the window of opportunity in the NFL closes quickly. Daniels has all the tools. Strong arm, mobility, on-field intelligence. But can he process NFL defenses at the necessary speed? Can he stay healthy behind our current offensive line? These are questions that will only be answered when the season starts. And here's my bold prediction. If Daniels can stay on his feet, and our offensive line gives him time, he could surprise a lot of people this year. I'm not saying he's going to be Rookie of the Year, but I wouldn't be surprised if he's in the conversation. Now, let's go back to those Super Bowl odds for a moment. Yeah, plus 12,000 are ridiculous odds. But you know what? That means no one is giving us a chance. And that's exactly how we like it. Because when no one believes in you, you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. Remember this. The Eagles had plus 4,000 odds at the start of the 2017 season. The Rams were at plus 5,000 in 2021, and both teams ended up in the Super Bowl. I'm not saying we're going that far, but I am saying that in the NFL, anything is possible. So here's my challenge to you, Commanders fans. Don't settle for low expectations. Demand more. Support this team, but also hold them accountable. Because the potential is there, we just need to turn it into results. And speaking of results, I want you to share in the comments. What do you think the Commanders' record will be this season? Will we exceed the low expectations, or are the odds right? Do you think Jayden Daniels will be the quarterback we've been waiting for? Or are we in for another year of rebuilding? Because let me tell you, this isn't just another year for the Commanders. This is a defining year. A year that could mark the beginning of a new era or the continuation of mediocrity. And it's up to us, fans, to keep this team motivated and accountable. So raise your voices. Make yourselves heard. Because if there's one thing I know about Commanders fans, it's that we're passionate, loyal, and resilient. We've been through a lot, but we're still here supporting our team. And to the players and coaches of the Commanders, if you're watching this, I want you to know something. You have a fan base that's ready to support you, but we're also hungry for success. We don't want more empty promises or mediocre seasons. We want to see a team that plays with passion, with intensity, with the heart of a champion. Because at the end of the day, that's what it means to be a Commander. It's not just about winning or losing. It's about how you play the game. It's about representing this city, this community, with pride and determination. So Commanders, it's time to show what you're made of. It's time to silence the critics, defy the odds, and show the world that Washington is a force to be reckoned with. And to you, the fans, I say this. Keep the faith. Because we might be the underdogs right now, but remember, great stories always start with an underdog. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Because I promise you, we'll keep bringing you the hottest Commanders news, unfiltered and fearless. And remember, it doesn't matter what the odds or the experts say. The only thing that matters is what happens on the field. See you in the next video, fans. And remember, hail to the Redskin.